Mm-hmm.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of our series in VOR versus Paid here in King of the Sea 13 as we spawn into Trap. Here in the green, spawning to the northwest, we have VOR bringing Montana, Kremlin, Des Moines, Triple Napoli, Moskva, Daring, and a Habarovsk. Stats. I've seen some weird things. What's Paid doing? Do they look better?
Pretty standard down here, I'm afraid. So we've got Paid bringing Ohio, Kremlin, Des Moines, Manitoba, Venezia, Daring, Marso, Shimakaze, and Ragnar. So pretty standard down this end. So let's talk to Henning about this Asia lineup here. So VOR.
What am I seeing?
But last time we saw the Kaba, we said, oh, well, that must be because Marceau is banned, so they can't bring Kleber or Marceau, so they're bringing it as if but Marceau isn't banned in this series. So, Henning, have you got any idea why they might have brought a Kaba?
They're charging it into a B. I have actually no idea what it's supposed to do there. Like, the thing is,
look at B.
Yeah, Khabarovsk notoriously is really, really good in DD duels because of its 50 mil plating absorbing a lot of shells, even if it has less DPM. But still, it's weird.
Classic Noun is spotted. We're not going to have time to do the initial deployments because Kaba is spotted.
It's a no. Is it a no camo Kaba as well? I think it is.
No, he's running. He's running the dark blue, the solid blue color.
No, I mean like no concealment spec. I mean like the 9.7.
Oh, now that I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
Okay, so Classic Noun planting face into island. Yeah. Contested by the Ragnar and the Marceau. Ragnar, of course, does have the radar available, potentially. Monkey and Joy is going to reverse back round the corner and try and get a little eye on Classic Noun, but this corner is deceptively deep, if you see what I mean. Radar out from the Moskva of YBB.
Counter radar coming out from Monkey and Joy, so B is covered in radar at the moment. Shell's looking for Monkey and Joy 1 in the Ragnar there. As not really coming up with anything.
Yeah, Monkey and Joy just casually reversing back, staying cool as a cucumber. Classic Noun is now the recipient of some shells coming in from across by Charlie Cap.
Monkey and Joy 1 actually takes some damage there. Classic finally takes a little bit of damage there. He dodged 2 different Venezia salvos coming in from the south. That's a Mugu's Venezia.
With that radar down, neither destroyer has really taken a huge chunk. Monkey and Joy 1 has come off a little bit worse, I would say. But nothing major.
Now, Sheep up at sea is also getting beat up.
Sheep is currently dark. Those were shells fired just a second ago. Renegade for 4 in the Daring is spotted currently. And we're seeing a big push coming over towards Bravo Charlie from 4. They've got the double Napoli just north of the B camp there, with the Kremlin and the Des Moines heading over towards Charlie.
These Napolis together. These Napolis together. This they're just maneuvering like a squadron formation, right? One right behind the other, tucked into each other. Obviously, my assumption is they want to share the smoke when the time comes.
They look like a pair of sharks.
They do actually.
Like to me right now, like
they really do.
Circling blacktip reef sharks, just waiting for the opportunity.
I want to circle back to the Napolis, right? Because we didn't get to talk about it, but triple Napoli is a lineup that I doubt we've ever seen on NA or EU. I'm speculating here about EU, but it seems logical.
I don't think so. No, I don't. We've definitely seen 2s. Yeah.
Napoli is actually a specialty of the Asia server. Like, if you watch the Asia finals, the Asia teams use Napoli a lot. You often see 2 or even 3 Napolis on every map. They really like the aggressiveness you can get out of them by just, pushing in, and if the water gets too hot, you just smoke out.
Okay, Urha is pushing forward. I'm not sure whether it is the beginning of a charge or whether it's just going to the corner. I think this is the beginning of a charge. Yes, it is. There goes the smoke. I suspect both of these smokes will be used in a chain. There's the radar, so they can see what's happening. So they have the smoke for cover, they have the radar for the eyes. Classic Noun is also pushing out from behind the island to add some weight to this charge. Classic now needs to not reverse right now because there are some torpedoes coming.
Yeah, they've successfully pushed Classic up around the corner by shoving the Ragnar and the Shimakaze all the way over on the 4 line, as they're actually finding themselves under the guns of Dark Temple's Napoli, who's right there.
So I'm wondering what the destination for these two Napolis is.
In fact, Temple comes around the corner and catches Ender and Shimo out in the open.
Yeah, Ender in trouble there. Dark Temple making a simultaneous push. All 3 Napolis pushing right now. You said they were aggressive, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Look at this SAP secondary fire on the Shima.
Oh. The SAP secondaries are one of my favorite parts about Napoli, and it's something that I think is really underrated. When you get into a brawl with this ship...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a destroyer and you are close to a Napoli, you absolutely do not want to be on its side because these SAP secondaries add up really quickly.
Yeah,
They're
for sure. I mean, you see it already here on the Ragnar.
Yeah, the thing is that the Dark Temple has to make sure that the Napoli stays angled enough for those SAP secondaries to fire. Yes. Which means you need to watch your broadside a little bit, but and you need to watch out for torpedoes. But there you go.
He takes a decent hit from the Venezia, Amugu, but he's still going to get it. Probably going to get into the A cap if he wants.
Yeah, there's nothing really there apart from the Minotaur's going to get a few more shells in. The Venezia is going to fire AP, interestingly, at the side of Napoli. Big jump there,
big hit. Yeah.
And they haven't really shut down the possibility of Agent Enden's Shima throwing torps against Best Naomi's Montana here. I think the plan was get rid of the destroyers and push Naomi into the cap, but the Shima is still there. Daring. So let's go back to the B cap for a second. So we've got the 2 Napolis just sitting side by side by the island. They're starting to move towards the gap where the Kremlin is. They're
turning away from that gap. Yeah, pulling away from that gap now. As the Havaros, that's Classic now, and has come out from behind his island. You have to wonder if maybe he's going to go make a charge. I got to say that the VOR aggression with these Napolis is not only is it fun to watch, it's definitely worked out for a great board position for them as well. They're up on ships, they're up on caps. They're going to lose Dark Templar here. I mean, yeah, there he goes. Dark Temple. So he goes down, so Payne gets a kill back.
The Minotaur's actually smoke.
Say again?
The Minotaur's actually a smoke Minotaur. I did not expect that.
Yeah, I didn't either. You don't normally see that.
So I'm not sure whether that Napoli, the single Napoli push, whether that achieved what it was supposed to achieve, because they haven't got control of A. The Montana is having to move away because the Shima is still alive. I think the purpose of that push was to try and maybe get both destroyers, maybe get into A, and they didn't achieve that.
Classic's about to back up, reverse, and get into a gunfight with this Daring that the Daring is not going to enjoy. Nope. Didn't last very long.
Yeah, Daring down to 1800 there. Also up on the C cap, we've got a weird kind of situation here where Seawalker and Sniper are pushing in from the south of this island, and Nibisky's Des Moines is on the north side of the island.
A little strange.
Normally you'd expect to see those cruisers facing the other way, but they've actually all turned in to face the cap. Are they all going to push in at this? Ooh. This is... I mean, they can all see each other. They're all spotted right now.
One of the things that I just kind of noticed as I looked across the whole map for a bit, both of the paid battleships are basically on the same end of the map. They've managed to grab a cap now. We're only 9 minutes in. There's still plenty of time here for them to do something. As Pepe Gaga smashes Nibieski's Des Moines in the face up here at C, takes about half his remaining HP away. As soon as Paid picks up a kill, we're gonna see this whole match turn a bit.
Yeah, Paid, as you say, they've got both the battleships down here, the Kremlin and the Ohio. Ohio is currently charging across towards Yanaya. I suspect they are trying to put enough pressure on Yanaya to give Onabra a shot. Des Moines of Seawalker obviously also putting fire in. But Sniper's got to a point now where the Des Moines of Nabisky can actually start getting AP into the side, and that is going to add up because that's 4-5k every few seconds.
Stern turret's going out at Nibieski. Missed to nothing.
Yeah, good turret discipline there from Sniper, keeping the rear turrets on that side to shoot the Des Moines. Sniper taking a lot of incoming. Yanaya not really taking as much as I would like to see from this charge.
Ooh. So the back, if you have a quick look at B, the double Napolis have rotated out of the cap, and Monkey Enjoyer's Marceau has moved back in a moment with only 30 points between these teams. Paid is going to be on all the caps.
You remember what I said earlier about being sharks? Like, they can't stop, right? Because if they stop, they drown.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
like that. Like, they can't stop moving, yeah.
It definitely
So
feels
just
that
keep
way.
moving.
Now, I think VOR is going to pick up a cap here as Seawalker's Des Moines way up at C is looking pretty rocky.
Yeah, AP in. Goes unspotted on 6k and healing.
Do you think Sniper's going to go for the ram or the close pass?
Turrets are on the wrong side for the drive-by, so it's got to be a ram, I think. Torps out from Cabo.
Well, and yeah, the Haba torpedoes are here. I think they're going to be able to prevent this. Maybe he's going to take 2 of those. Yep. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. Well done by VOR to deny that ram.
Yeah, that was pushing into a lot of ships. I'm not sure what the goal of that push was. I suspect it was to try and get rid of the Kremlin. Obviously, that has not worked. And also, Seawalker has lost loads of health doing that as well.
Oh,
so.
he's next on the menu as the Napolis rotate back into B here under the smoke cover.
I'm surprised VOR's Des Moines actually survived it on the A8 position, because he should have died there with the Ohio in his face.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised as well. I think Sniper kind of got trolled by the Ohio dispersion a couple of times. That's one of the disadvantages of only having 8 guns, I suppose.
Graham is surviving at 1.7k. Oh, it's so unfortunate.
Yeah, Yanaya gets to the heel. That was close though.
VOR now up 2 ships, climbing back into the B and the C cap, working about an 80-point lead here with 8 minutes to play. Definitely in the driver's seat for my position. They not only do they have more ships on the board, their board position in general is more concentrated. They're able to better support each other. Paid is very spread out.
Yeah, they're looking a little bit disjointed right now. The 2 Napolis have circled back into B, and they will cap that. I think Agent Enden's Shima is trying to put a little bit of pressure onto Naomi in the Montana, who has turned back south.
Yanaya's Kremlin just took half of Very Honora's remaining HP away in a single salvo. About a 30k hit.
Minotaur fish smoking up down under south. Ooh! Under the south of B and taking incoming from the Moskva above B there for about half health. There's more AP coming. I'm not sure if this is blind. It must be. Yeah, the second volley not finding any shells on her. We're going to see a replay of that now, I think, as a fish comes up, pops the smoke, and then gets smacked by YBB's Moskva. Yeah, that will not make Fish happy, although Fish is now in a position to start farming these Napolis if they get spotted, although they have smoked.
It's still pretty tight on points, less than 100 points separating these 2 teams with 6.5 minutes on the clock. If Paid can pick up a kill, they can potentially climb back into this, but I don't know where it's going to come from. Classic Nouns, Kaba, the Napolis are now running Monkey and Jor out of the B cap. I think they're going to bag this kill.
I would not want to be very Honorbar right now. That's a lot of shells. There's torps coming. You've got Napoli secondaries. Like, everything is shooting at very Honorbar right now.
Well, between that and Monkey and Jor, yikes.
Yeah, if the shells don't do it, this Daring Torp will. Sheep is spotted. Sheep goes down. Oh, Daring Torp runs out.
Monkey and Jor finally does go down there, and with 2 quick kills, this is over. VOR's going to pick this up because there goes the Kremlin as well.
950 points passed for 4 Napolis circling around to exit the cap and finish off Fish's Minotaur, probably. As 4 close the gate on this match. This will, of course, be a 4 series win.
Triple Napoli Habarovsk, and they made it. This is going to sound disrespectful, I don't mean it to. They made it look easy. They made it look easy, and it wasn't, but it was so effortless the way they played these ships together. It's obvious that these guys have a ton of experience playing this comp and these ships as a team. Whenever you can see that, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Henning, as an EU player, do you think that the EU teams struggle a little bit with this very dynamic meta that the Asia clans have?
I don't think so. Like, you can totally set up to counter these guys. Like, they're not super mobile, you kind of see where they are. So you just need to, like, react correctly to that. I honestly think this in this match, like, Pate honestly fell apart when they got no kills out of their C push. Like, if the Des Moines there dies to, like, an Ohio salvo, like, immediately, or, like, second salvo, the Ohio can also help on the Kremlin kill because he doesn't have to have his turret turns for the Des Moines. And then the entire match looks very, very different because they don't lose 2 ships for nothing.
Yeah, I agree. That was that push didn't really come to anything, and that's a great shame. So yeah, VOR taking this series 2-0. What do you say, SeaRaptor? Should we throw it back to the studio?
Let's see what the studio's got to say.